Okay, Dreamer, please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be checking out the 7 Nights 2 art book which I got a few weeks ago. This was not sponsored by Netmarble. Okay, I bought the book myself, and if you would like to check out the other art books from 7 Nights 1, remember to check the playlist I linked above. Okay, so let's begin. The art book is pretty thick, and there are many really beautiful artwork for the game. Okay, you even have outline drawings like these. And this, I guess, are the director's notes and the artbook artist's notes, I guess. So the artbook is segregated by chapters. We start off with the introduction, which is the scene, where Rudy kills Karin. Okay, this is the background. This is the setting where it happened. They show you all the concept art of the background, the area. I think they went through many different variations of the area before deciding on the final one, which is the one on the right. Then characters are introduced. So first we have Rudy. This is his overall art. Because Rudy is an old character, there's nothing much that is different. Karin as well. Karin is using the 7 Nights 1 Awakened form art. And we have Evan, he's also in his Awakened form art, carried over from 7 Nights 1. This is actually the storyboarding of the introduction. So you can see they went through different scenes, okay, all the different scenes, even the panning of the camera, how each angle or each scene should look. So there's a lot of detailed planning over here. And this is something I really appreciate because not many people get to see the hard work that goes behind creating these movie cinematic scenes, right? And here's the end product of the scenes which we are all familiar with. This is the introduction scenes. And then we head over to Terra. And this is the start of your tutorials. And all the backgrounds, all the areas that we once visited. This is the Daylight Mercenaries, starting with Len. As you can see, there has been many concept art for Len. Okay, there's even one with her in pigtails, one with her in short hair, okay, one with her showing her midriff. These are all the initial ideas for Len, and they finally settled on the one we have here, which is the one in the ponytail with a fully clothed armor. Here we have Luki. There's also very different variations of Luki here. Ones that looks like he is in a cloak, something like a magician. One that, he's not even in a robe jacket. Yeah. Cheng Chen. This is her backstory, I believe, and she is related to Lee. I believe Lee is her master, right? This is Kate. Kate also, I think they had a blonde variation over there, if you see. Okay, and thankfully he's not blonde. And then we also have R plus Kate there. In the introduction, we also had Eileen. This is her R version as well as her Legend version, I believe. And we have Melissa. Also some variations of Melissa. Yeonhee, I guess because they are newer heroes, so there's more, concept art for them. But for the older heroes like Yeonhee and Shane, pretty much, they are the same as how they looked in 7 Nights 1 after they awakened. Fine. So Fine also have many variations. There's a Fine with long hair, which I think would not have turned out so nice. And there's also a Fine with this yellow outerwear. Yeah, and here we have our two main protagonists, Len and Fine. And then chapter 1 slowly starts to unravel. So these are the scene art of chapter 1. Of course, we have Spike. I don't exactly remember him coming out in the story in chapter 1, but I guess it's related since we are in Iceland. Noho, She's in chapter 2, okay, with the Elder Crop, which we will get to very soon. She is an exclusive hero in 7 Nights 1 as well, and her design hasn't changed from that at all. Gilahan, you can see all the different weapon variations they had for him. And here with the Elder Crop, Adele, Legend Adele, and Greater Adele art. You can see that the initial concept art for Adele is kind of like a red and white concept, and then they set out with a blue one for the Greater Hero version and the red one for the Legend version. And he does look like a pirate, because this pirate theme is also carried over to Claire, as you can see in the initial drafts for the Claire design, which I'm glad they did not go for, because I didn't need to have 3 pirate looking heroes. If you look at Miss Velvet, she also had the pirate concept going on. I mean, these could be potential costume ideas they could have, yeah, who knows. Ultimately, they did settle with the color scheme, with the red and white being for the Legend and the Greater ones having the blue color scheme. Here we have Gigantus, really nice dark art for Gigantus. Casper, different variations on Casper. It would be nice if we could get these as free costumes, to be honest, because I do like the short hair version. This should be chapter 4 scenes, the desert. Okay, with Serena. And we have Juju, of course, Legend Juju and Rare Juju. Cosette! There's an initial idea of Cosette not wearing a dress. Okay, she looks pretty smart in that one, and there's a lot of details for the weapon design as well, since she's using a machine gun. Then we have Kid Shane, a hero that we have not gotten, and I think should be free by now. Mercure, he's one of the earliest Dark Knights, and Dark Knights are only starting to get released in Korea right now. Aquila, leader of the Crusaders. NPC art. I'll be skipping some of these pages due to copyright reasons, so I cannot show you guys the entire book, but I'll show most of it, okay? And then we also have pets, pet art, and more story, scene arts. Okay, this is the shop, and I really like this part because you can see that they had put in a lot of detail and effort for the designing the shop area, which includes the seasons, the time of the day, and each particular shop or tent has a lot of details inside. And they even had to do a 3D model of it, and then also do a 2D flat screen version of it as well. And of course the shopkeepers, Atella, Alice, Yuri, they all have very detailed looks as well, matching with the shop aesthetic as well. You have Mole. This, I believe, is chapter 6. Scene art with Henry. You can see their witch doctor kind of concept art at the side. And then we have Rudy. What's very interesting is I think they initially did not want to give him such a long coat, okay, and didn't want to make him look like a hermit, as you can see from the top right hand corner. He actually had his usual armor look, but I think they wanted to give him a hermit look to show that he has aged. And then we have Shy. It's very interesting for Shy because she has a lot of comical concept art, mainly that she's a taller bunny girl, but I'm glad they didn't go that route. And Theon, this art for Theon is majestic, so nice. They even have a Theon art that has his mane in lightning, which is pretty cool. This should be chapter 8 already, yeah, where Ming appears. Ming and Ian, which we will see here. I'm glad they didn't give Ian the jester hat, because he looks better with this current headpiece. This is chapter 9, Lysadra's Palace. Of course, we have Velda, Legend Plus, and the rare version. Iota, and Rachel, our 7 Knight. Of course, Rachel, her design has been fixated since 7 years ago, and it didn't change much from there. This is chapter 10, the Temple of Light, I believe. Yeah, so all the scenes there, the day and night scenes. I think this is a very nice place, and I can't wait for Labyrinth to come out because we'll be fighting there. Rudy here, different layers of his costume design, which I think is really nice. This is chapter 10, Tristan's area, and chapter 12. Dylan's and Scott. I'm not too sure where Dylan's appeared as well. Like here we have Stuart Bai, so chapter 11. There's many different designs for Stuart Bai. As you can see, one carries the typical Bai Jiao look. The rest actually look really good. I'm not sure why they settled with this more mysterious look, but I do prefer the other two at the bottom. I think it's really nice. I'm glad they didn't settle for the one on the extreme right. And here with Tristan, this is the greater Tristan art, Windigo and Lan after she has awakened. Okay, this is a Legend Lan. Lan looks really good. Nestra Shane. As you can see, there's actually a very crazy form of Shane that they initially designed. I think this was to carry the form of Nestra herself. Okay, she looked like a very tall character, but I guess they split up the concept so that there's Shane herself and then this armor figurine at the back. You have Chris, two versions of Chris. I think they do like Chris to give him 4 pages. So this is his summon art and also his 3D model. Very, very cool. Catastrophe here. These are the Catastrophe chapter 13 scenes. I guess they have some description of what it's about. And then we have Evan Plus, of course, in both Catastrophe armor and the broken up armor. And here we have the app icon. I think this is a really beautiful piece, portrait piece. Over here are all the game mode stages, okay, the background scenes, all the various areas that we have fought before, including the chapter 1 ship, the gold dungeon, I believe, the rune dungeon. This is the Nestra Shane battle area, and this is the Soulstone dungeon battle area. Then we have more concept art for 7 Knights 2. Okay, these are all the initial art that was actually in the first few marketing pieces, and then for this part they actually just threw in all the trailer screen captures. Yeah, so all these we have seen from the trailers, and surprisingly we do have Jave over here, which is kind of fresh because Jave was not released in season 1 at all, but I guess they decided to put him here as a bonus. You can see all the various looks for Jave. He has a very different armor, but they also conceptualize him in the 7 Knights 1 unawakened form armor. I guess this current form that he has is the combination of both, with the purple as well as the gold. And that's about it actually for the part 1 book, for the volume 1 book, and it ends up with Ace. So I'm guessing that all the season 2 heroes will have their own art published in the volume 2 book, which I can't wait to get my hands on. So let me know what you guys think of this art book, and if you did enjoy this video. If you did, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Big shout out to my channel members Tom, Jeremy, Nick, Gonzalo, Fahas, Chilling, Yamaki, Bilal, Sai, Kevin and Valence for the support. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much and see you!